at Horse World Expo in Pennsylvania.
Hey everyone, so in this video we are going to take a look at Arwin's first bath, which he was not a super fan of, and I was a little bit surprised at how shocked he was about having a bath. So what you may notice is that he was tied to the rail, and in a second I'm going to untie him, just because you never want the horse to cause more fear or panic in the situation because they feel trapped. It's just not worth it. So I'm untying the rail there. So I still have the rope going around the rail, but he's not actually tied. So the pressure, like if he pulls back, is still directing him to that rail, but because I'm holding it, there's the ability for it to slide. So what I'm going to try doing is offering him positive reinforcement for when he stands still, and I'm going to try to be really quick with the hose so that way I can offer him a reward relatively quickly. So the idea is not to try to spray your horse for like 30 seconds or 10 seconds or something like that, but do quick sprays and then offer positive reinforcement. And so you can see already how much better Arwin's being now that he's getting positive reinforcement, because instead of him thinking that I'm torturing him and doing something really awful to him, he realizes that this is an opportunity to earn and there's actually something good happening for him. So it doesn't take super long, and you can see he's already significantly better than what he was, and I'm still offering him positive reinforcement for doing the right thing, which is standing still. So as long as he's standing still, I'm offering him little treats, and there he's starting to walk forward, so I'm going to correct him for that. And then I just continue. So I'm trying to be progressive around his body, spraying in different parts. And if he gets upset around somewhere, I try to wait for a moment where he's standing still before he gets the treat. And notice, if you go back to the beginning of the video, you'll see that I did not offer him a treat and try to bribe him for standing still, because then what can happen is they will lose trust in getting food rewards and they'll become a little bit upset about that. So instead, you want to make sure that you basically spray your horse or kind of do whatever it is that you want to do, and then offer the positive reinforcement as a reward for standing still. And then that way they don't lose trust in the treat and they're able to be progressive. So now I've switched sides and we're doing the same thing over here, where I'm spraying him for a little bit, and then when he's standing still, giving him rewards, and then I'm going to slowly increase the amount of time that I spray him for before he gets a treat. But the idea is to try to do that very gradually, because I don't want to cause a big reaction. So for example, if he's on a bit of a threshold and he's thinking, oh, like, I don't know if I can handle this, I don't know if I can do this, then I want to offer the treat before he goes, nope, can't do this, peace out, I'm getting really upset and I'm going to leave. So if I can offer him that positive reinforcement before he gets to that point, then he's going to be able to be rewarded for standing still. So I think one of the things that people do where they have an opportunity to improve is they take too long before they get to reward their horse. And so then I went on to wash Mystique there, gave him a little bit of a shampoo, which of course he had no problem with because that was just having stuff rubbed on him. And then now I'm just going to do the rinse. And so you can see what a better experience that he's had, and it really didn't take long. And so part of that is because that's how we do kind of everything with him, is that he gets positive reinforcement for being a good guy, and then he understands that this isn't about being mean to him or anything like that. He's being rewarded. And that's really key, is that I just do little pieces, he gets reward, and then now you can see that we're able to progress to the point that I can basically spray his whole side, and he doesn't need a cookie every second. It's just that you start with that so that way they understand that they're being rewarded, and then you just be progressive and move on. So here I've asked somebody else to come and hold him and do the positive reinforcement, just because there are more people in the wash stall now, and I want to be really careful that he's not going to back up into anybody, and with me going back by his bum and stuff, and I didn't want to tie him yet at this point, so I wanted to make sure that he was going to stay safe, and I want to make sure that everybody else around him stays safe. I don't want to put anybody in jeopardy just because of the way I'm training my horse. So I've just got Leah, one of my co-op students, standing there for a second, just watching him, just because now he's got strange horses on both sides of him. Mystique had her bath successfully. Of course, she was really easy, and so she went back to her stall, and Arwin is just getting rinsed off now, so that way he's getting his little rinse off, but there's different horses there, so just keeping everything safe is really important. But you can see how much better he is about being with the hose, and he's standing really nice and quietly. I think he probably thinks that this is kind of ridiculous, and like, why are we forcing me to stand in the indoor rain? But overall, he was a superstar, so I'm really happy with how he did. So he's just getting a little squeegee off now. So a little tip for you guys, if you didn't already know, is that it's really important to squeegee off the water from your horse at the end of a bath. Even if it's warm outside, and that's because the water on your horse almost acts like a little insulated layer, and so you can actually accidentally overheat your horse if you don't squeegee the water off. So it's really important that you squeegee that water off, whether it be a hot day, a cold day, whatever it is, because you don't want to be trapping unnecessary heat next to your horse or make it difficult, like longer for your horse to dry. So he's getting his little squeegee, and basically that was his first bath. So I hope you guys found that interesting and learned something. Remember to like this video, comment, and tell me what you think of Arwin and his progress. And I will see you later, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and bye for now.